lovelies, long time no see. It has been a minute since I have posted a new video. I know, I'm so sorry about that, but I started my bachelor's degree last week, and it has been a lot to handle. So I have not been using my Hobonichi Cousin at all. So as you can see, this is definitely not my Hobonichi Cousin, but I just figured we could go over the different uses that I have used for my Hobonichi Weeks. This is the Mega that I got for this year, but I figured we could go over the different ways I've used it, because I've used it like 4 or 5 different ways since I got it. I haven't been using it at all lately, but that's just because, like I said, I started classes again, so things have been wild. But yeah, I just thought, maybe some of you could use some of these ideas that I have tried out for 2024. So let's get into it. Also, before we begin, I got 2 new tattoos 2 days ago. So I got a little cross right here, and I got it in red. And then I am the biggest Potterhead you will ever meet. So I got the Deathly Hallows right here, and I'm just obsessed. Love it so much. But yeah, let's get into it. So like I said, I haven't been using this for about a month or a month and a half now. I haven't been using this since June, but I was using this to track whenever I was having migraines. And about this time, about in June, I went to a neurologist and he started me on medications. And it's called amitriptyline. So if you guys suffer from migraines as well, maybe talk to your doctor and try out amitriptyline, because I don't have migraines anymore. Like, it's crazy. Like, I would get migraines so often, and they would be over multiple days. I wouldn't be able to stand up straight. The light would hurt. Laying down would make me sick. I would throw up every time I got a migraine. That's how bad mine were. But now I just get minor headaches, and ibuprofen takes it away easily. So I would recommend if you guys are struggling with that. So I got my Hobonichi Weeks in December, and I just decided I would go ahead and start it since the monthly started in December. I started off trying to do the Clean Mama routine, and I was recording what I was cleaning each day, and then I would put little highlights down here. So in December, it was my baby boy's first snow. It was his first Christmas, and my husband took leave for the holidays. And then I would put a quote over here. As you can see, that didn't last very long. I stopped doing it 5 days into the new year, but I was still putting the rotating tasks from the Clean Mama routine over here. But as you can see, I also wasn't using that. So and the daily tasks from the Clean Mama routine, and it wasn't going well. So I transitioned the monthly into how much milk and solids my son was eating and how many peas and poops he was having in the day, because I don't know, I'm a first-time mom, and I just felt like that was something that needed to be tracked, because every time we took him to his checkups, the doctor was like, is he eating okay, peeing and pooping okay? And I'm like, well, as a matter of fact, this is what he's got going on. So that is actually how I did it for a couple of months. I did stop tracking his peas and poops. So March, I went without tracking peas and poops. But then in March, on the 25th, I started doing a highlight of my day. It looks like I tried to do a quote and it came out terribly. But yeah, I started doing highlights of the day instead of tracking my son's food and instead of his food. I can't remember where I saw this. I think I saw it on TikTok, but it says, I yell at it a little bit, but I don't quit. And I was like, yes, amen. That is me. I yell a lot, but I'm stubborn. I'm not going to stop. So yeah, this was a whole month of highlights of the day, except for this day here. I just survived, so that must have been a terrible day. I was struggling a little bit to maintain filling this out every single day. May, I barely fill it out at all. June was a pretty good month where I filled it out regularly. Same with July, going strong. August as well. September, and then October. I'm going strong for 2 days here. So yeah, that's how that went. And then for the weeklies, Again, I was trying to do the clean mama routine, but it wasn't really working out. I don't know, like, I'm not the type of person that can schedule out what I'm going to be cleaning because I'm just most likely not going to do it. I tried to track my sleep and how much homework I was doing, which doesn't seem like I did any homework. And then I was tracking my son's bottles and how many wet throughs he would have in the night. We were trying to get him in his crib. Newsflash, he's still not in his crib. He's with us, and I'm okay with that. Time he moved to our bed, and his weight from his checkup. So I did that for a while. I was tracking how long his naps were as well. So that worked pretty decently for us. Well, for me, for a while. It's going to be really interesting to look back on this, especially whenever we have our second child. Oh, and then I changed this to track the quality of sleep because he is a tosser. Like, he tosses and turns so much. So I was trying to track like what his quality of sleep seemed like. But I feel like this is going to be really interesting looking back whenever we have our second child, just because there's so many things that I want to do differently. It looks like I was trying to use this like to jot down like positive things. I put, what's a positive thing? That's exciting. And here is where I changed it, and I'm currently still doing this, except for I changed the sleep. So I moved it to, I would write down what wins I had in the day, how much this was my sleep because I have insomnia. And then this, I'm not sure what this is. This is people I talked to, or this is a gratitude list right here. And then I would have body talks and emotional check, but I did not do the body talks for very long. And then this is where I changed it, and now this is what I currently use when I do use my weeks, but like I said, I haven't used it in a while. So now I track my wins, how much money I spent, because I'm really struggling with overspending and impulse buying. So I was tracking this for a while, and then I was talking about my money because I was overdrafting my account, and I still kind of struggle with that. So I talk about it here, and then my emotional check because I struggle with a lot of emotional and mental health issues. So yeah, it gets kind of personal now, but that's what I'm still doing currently. I just haven't been using it. So I'm not gonna like flip through all of these, but yeah, as you can see, this is what I'm still currently doing. And then we can get into my trackers that I put in my Hobonichi Weeks, which is my cycle, which I have a really irregular cycle. As you can see, this is caught up. Like, since June, I have had nothing. So imagine my surprise when I found out I was pregnant, because I didn't even know that that was going to be a thing for me, according to doctors. Anyways, and the workouts. Looking at this makes me really sad because I started off so well, working out so good, and then I just have, in the later part of the year, I just have so many triangles, which is lazy days. So that's not going great. My symptoms, as you can see, on these days I didn't track. It was because I was out of state, but every single day I at least have chronic pain, which is just not a great feeling. This is my eating tracker. I was tracking home cooked, fast food, and restaurant, which it's not completely caught up. And these are the only things I currently use. All the other stuff I'm going to show you until we get to this tab, I don't use anymore. So books read, I haven't really been reading because since I started school, they want you to read the textbook, and you know, I'm doing my Bible study, and I just don't want to put way too much on my plate because I'm already struggling with the stuff that I do enjoy. TV shows, let's see, date night ideas, movies to watch, wish list, packages, which as you can see, I stopped using that very quickly because I just was ordering too much. This was when I was tracking my headaches and my migraines. I would put the start date and time, the end date and time, intensity, what I think triggered it, because I never knew what was triggering my migraines. I still don't. I just know the medicine is helping. what meds I was taking, if I took anything, and at what times I started noticing relief. So I was using that. And then here is where I was, again, trying to do the Clean Mama routine. I think I only did this for like 3 months. Yeah, look, I already fell off by February. And then March, I was like, well, maybe if I use some cute stamps, I'll do it. And I was like, yeah, no, it's not working. And then this is personal stuff, but this is where I write my prayers. So I tabbed it and I titled it My Heart. And I wrote, tell me your heart and I'll try to get you through it. And then verse is from Proverbs 23, verse 26. It says, give me your heart and let your eyes observe my ways. So yeah, this is all the space that I'm using now for my prayers, but I have so many pages left because I got the mega version, so I probably won't finish using this because, like I said, I haven't been using it anyways. But that is my Hobonichi Weeks. So I hope you guys could find some inspiration if you guys ordered one for the new year. If you did, let me know what your plans are for it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!